Okay, so I'm absolutely swamped, obviously. Table bench is extremely covered, so try to get caught up today just a little bit. What we can do to get these out the door. Generator circuit board came in yesterday. They're out of a commercial ice maker. All these are HVAC control boards. Out of smart system. Probably 15 of these boards. 3 of these. Just this generator board. Display issue with bad buttons out of a this is off of a fire truck off the ladder. Got damaged. See the bad display here. I'm gonna probably try to repair that if I can. If not, I'll replace the display out of it. Then I'm gonna design a custom cover to print for the top of this to keep that from happening in the future. I think that's the plan anyways. We'll see how that comes out. But for now, focus on trying to get these HVAC boards done. So much to do. I don't have a lot of time, but do what we can. What a mess. Bench needs cleaned up too, so. Can't get this at least a little cleaned up. Been working last every free minute I get, and I don't really have time to clean the bench up very much, which creates issues. So we will see. Hate having the bench in such a mess. I really hate it. But busy, hard to stop and take time to clean up. Take just a minute here to do that, and then maybe get right back to it. Not perfect, but better. So have a stalls t-shirt press in the shop. Got that finished a couple days ago. I don't think I had that streamed, but had to get it done. Got it done. Need to get it back to the customer. So many things that make sure I'm not missing something. Got a ticketing system, so all that keeps track of it for me. But you have to log into the ticketing system to actually see what's in there. So I have not done that yet today, so I need to do that also. Close out some tickets that are already complete. These boards are pretty expensive to replace. The problem with them is parts are becoming more and more obsolete. So I pick up boards, scrap boards and stuff whenever I can on eBay, and then pull replacement parts off of them. These get extremely corroded. They're in the actually housed inside of the duct, so moisture infiltrates there and causes all sorts of issues. So I've got several boards that are really going to be problematic for repair, but I'll do what I can with them, and generally you can get them. Normally would use a desoldering iron for all this to clean this up. However, because this is a low melt, kind of creates a mess. Also, the creates It's risk. There are too much problems with lifting pads with that. Like I've got some pads that just are lifting right here that there's some corrosion there. So now with the corrosion mixed with the heat and causing these pads to lift. So it is what it is. Fix the lifted pads. I can rebuild them. Make sure all the traces are good. This IC that I replaced, I've got some on donor boards. I am actually working in the process of trying to come up with a custom modern replacement, possibly designing something. We'll see. Not sure yet. I don't know if I want to put the time into that or not. I'll be doing it just for this one customer, basically, because they don't want to replace this system because the system's very expensive to replace. So instead, they want to keep these boards all alive, and they've got it's throughout the facility, so there's a lot of these boards. They have a high failure rate just because of where they're located in the ductwork, so. Not to get too crazy with the heat here, just for the sake of the board. Do something with this. It's not quite pulling the seems like I want it to. There we go. Something's up with this. It's not. Quite doing what I want it to do. So. Pad's gone. Be doing that one. Not too bad. Quite a few missed pads on the side, but work. Then we check all the traces, make sure traces are intact. Then I can find a donor chip. I got plenty of them. I just have to hoping I maybe have one pulled already that I don't have to pull off of another board, but if not, I'll pull one off and get it remounted. Know that that's the only issue with this board. I actually think there's probably, based on the symptoms, probably something else going on, but fairly certain this is at least part of the issue. That pad's gonna be okay because traces on the other side. Traces are intact. There's one trace on here that look concerning. I just solder mask. This looks fine. Solder mask there was crusty, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean that up. I will remask that trace. I'm gonna see if there's any other traces that need work, and then I'll remask them. I can rebuild other traces just fine, but these are under the chip, so they're under the IC. Once you don't like going back and forth, taking time to keep applying heat to the board, and more risk for more pads lifting, and I like jacking with that. So, all right. If there's anything else that needs worked over here. Pretty good. Really chill music. What is up with that? So, mask on. Go from there.
I start my day.
Okay, can't do this music for real. Oh, I can't do this either. Good night. Solder mask anything that, I mean, the moisture will get to it and it'll corrode later, and those traces will actually corrode and end up becoming a problem later, and then this will come back after a time. These are actually the failing most of the time on these boards. There's a few ICs that go bad, but normally their failures are with broken traces, and almost always corrosion related stuff, which it takes forever to track those down. It's just searching and searching and searching and trace after trace, and you can kind of figure it out obviously by deductive reasoning, just pulling down like where you have voltage and testing on the testing unit, and then turning all the outputs and inputs on and seeing what you get. But a lot of times it's not quite as straightforward as just swapping parts. I mean, you're not going to find schematics. You're going to have to draw out. I got hand-drawn schematics on these that I've gone through and just drawn schematics from what I find based on the way the circuit's working. Just come from just a crazy amount of time on these boards. clean the circuit up anyways. I got a lot more cleaning to do, so let's possibly gonna be ultrasonic cleaned at some point. To do that when the dog's not around. She hates it. She hates it. So throw this under UV. Oh, that camera hung up. Let's see what's going on. Because OBS doesn't release those cameras. I don't know about that, but all good. All right, next. Clean this one out. Load up this sample file for testing. See what inputs and outputs we have. We don't have. Okay. I got 5 volts out. All my digital outputs are good. I got 10 volts out of both of 6 and 7. Check and see. Reading on our inputs. Check all the inputs. I check every input. I check every output. Make sure that everything's reading properly on all inputs and outputs. It should all be the same pretty much for the most part. This one. There we go. Do these live here. Everything looks to be responding fairly normally here. One other thing I want to check is perfect. Those are responding accurately. So this one is repaired, should be good to go. Let's see here. That files. Need to change one more thing here. Let's see. Have some sort of traces or some traces here to clean up. Again, I don't want these coming back prematurely. One thing if the ICs blow or something like that, something in the system causes an issue, that's fine, but I don't want to be from corrosion on these traces that just didn't get protected, so. It's a common failure point right there. Wow. A little extra there, that's fine. Plenty of places to clean up here, so. Got a little applicator tip for that. Just don't prefer it. Keeps you from getting giant globs, but UV mask looks decent. I just don't know. As pretty as the straight up, you know, factory circuit board. But it's functional. They'll last longer after I'm done with them than they did before. Resistor here, right underneath that resistor, there's 3 or 4 traces that seem to always be a problem. So I try to always get those masked decently. It just has to be with the way that the moisture travels on the circuit board, I'm assuming. I don't know, just guessing, but a little art project is painting this UV solder mask on here. Just go around and find anything that's exposed. Exposed copper is going to corrode, and then eventually you're going to lose the trace. So spot that runs into issues is definitely exposed. Try to make it as pretty as possible, but at the end of the day, function is the important part. And the protection on the circuit, that's the main thing. I could paint this on with a brush. I've done that before, but I don't like it because it leaves like brush stroke looks to it. And so when you apply with the tweezers, it smooths out immediately. As soon as you remove the tweezers, it just lays flat. For some reason it doesn't do that with the brush. A little trick, but I don't like having brush marks in my, it just looks unnatural. Again, doesn't really matter. This is going to be inside of ductwork, but I'm a little paranoid about the way stuff looks that I do, so I don't want it getting to the customer and then thinking it looks janky. One more little. Sure about, yeah, there's stuff on the other side too, but I'm gonna do one side at a time. Get this other one's done on here. Could be. Try to leave them on there as long as possible. Just let it cure. Yeah, it's good. On there and see what it does. All right, 10 find a chip. Let's see. Okay, so I got these that I pulled previously. Problem with this is taking them off donor boards, you don't know if they're good or not. You assume they are. These ICs, I can buy them, but when I buy them, they're not the proper configuration necessarily. I've rolled the dice on that a couple times, hoping to get these come flash from the manufacturer for the specific purposes. So I rolled the dice and purchased some a while back, but they were not correct. So back to just pulling them from donor boards. Just okay. Just will work. And then now, like I said, I'm kind of working on potentially designing a aftermarket solution so that when I do run out of these, I can have a little more a little easier to reproduce rather than trying to find more and more donor boards. Donor boards the prices are going up on them because they're just coming more and more hard to find. So see what we got going here. We probably have some these that maybe still need cleaned out. We'll see. These aren't quite lining up. Pins bent into place. That's another part about pulling them off is they get a little goofy. Okay, I'm gonna have to see which of these. this without. Push down, but my pin's bent here, so fix that pin. Hopefully. We got her seated. All the pins come through. Get something hosed up here. Traces are hosed. Okay, no, it's not the trace, just the pads there. A few pads we have to rebuild. Trace here. Will work. Pad there. There, that trace needs some work. Good grief, yeah. Dirty. Okay. Okay. Side faces there, see that? Pretty messed up. I'm gonna go grab something real quick and I'll be right back. Okay. Now for the fun part. Don't really enjoy rebuilding. I don't mind building traces. It's the pads. I hate building the pads. They're kind of a pain, and you can buy these little. I think I have some pre-made little disc pads, but the ones I have are not the right size for this. I don't think. I don't even know where I have them. Just don't. I don't know. Never had much luck with them. You can like glue them in place, or you can. See if I still have those here somewhere. Never. Oh, here they are. Pad strips. Look, empty box. Look. Oh yeah, here they are. But they're like super tiny. These are not the right ones. These are for like micro soldering stuff. Like circuit board, cell phone circuit boards, things like that. I've also cut them out before. And for a while I was using these like little mini. Oh, that's what I did. I'm thinking about that. At one point I did like used a punch. Where is that punch? Forgot all about that. I actually bought a punch specifically that I use for making. It's been forever ago. What on earth did I do with that? Let's see. And it worked. Used it on a few things. It worked. Don't know that I had ones for this size. I thought I would have put them right here. A logical person would have placed them right here. Why this is in there? This is supposed to be in here. Reorganized so many times. And in reorganizing, I lose things. Come on now. Come on now. What? Forgot about this too. Good night. I got. What? Forgot I had this too. I knew I had that. Okay. See, now I'm on this is the ADD side of me here. I'm gonna go crazy trying to find this punch. Wait for it. It's right here. Right on the bench. What do you know? Yeah, I'm just that smart. I put it right there in front of me, so I'd see it every day, so I'd forget what it was. Okay, you know what? Just for grins, let's see if these. I think these are actually going to be way too large for what I'm trying to do here. you have to have, the way I was doing this, you have to actually have two sizes. You have to have one size a little bigger and one size a little smaller to do the punch, and it's really kind of a pain if I remember right. But yeah, and these are all too big. So what you could do is you could punch a circle, and then you punch a circle inside of that circle to make your inside. Problem is, I don't have one that small. So, back to my, let's put this somewhere that makes sense, like with my, in here. Probably why I didn't put it in there in the first place, it's heavy. Back to the old way. The old way. The old way. Okay. You can see a good vision of this, but the scope cam does not show what I'm looking at in this scope. It's something to do with the perspective of the lens. So I'm happy with that, but I don't want to spend crazy money on a different camera. So on that note, let's this round. Oh no, that's what we're doing. Kind of washed out, but it'll work. See the damaged pads there. A little more difficult on this one, but I think what I'm going to do is the other side of the pad is intact. I checked all these. So feed this down and through and around. Sometimes I'll use 2 tweezers for this, but if I were to solder this without it, it would pretty much be just fine. The solder flows well, but it doesn't look good. Why do I care? I don't know. Oh, snap. Myself, I pulled the soldering iron off. But I do care. So, on that note, I'm going to flux this bad boy. Oh, that is not. Oh, okay. That's annoying. I definitely do not want that much on there, so take this off. I need it again in a minute anyways, but keep that on my tweezers while I stack that. Oh, and it's not on the tweezers anymore because now it's cord to the solder. Move this way over here, clean that off because I'll be frustrated later if I don't. All right, here we go. Day in the life of a klutz. All right, That over here. Other tweezers. And hopefully you can see what we're going for there. Maybe it's a little too glossy for the camera, but now we'll trim. We've got an okay pad. Perfect pad? Nah. An okay pad. I'm okay with an okay pad. Alright, next. This one is just damaged. It's not totally gone, but it's definitely problematic. So I'm gonna still complete it. Our pin, yeah, our pin's there. It's just not pushed all the way down. So this one, I'm not gonna take so many turns around. I need to. You know what? Short. I want to see if I can see why that pin's not totally pushed down. There we go. A little extra labor, but worth it. See that pin peeking through like it should. Keep it where you can see it in the camera here. Ooh, okay. We're gonna have to get it tinned and then adjust it. Indeed. I'm gonna just hate when that happens. By that I mean me pulling this, cut it all nice and pretty, and then ugly. All right, let's clean it up, see what it looks like. Oh yeah, I do not approve. No, I do not. Do not. It's like dog meat. I know what dog meat looks like, but I think it's ugly. So, can't live with that. Can't live with that. I don't expect it to be perfect, but tolerable at least. This is one that had quite a bit of damage around it, even though this was not terrible. It was just see the damage around the where the pad was. We can potentially do to make that. When I come back through, I'll try to clean that up a little more. Said that pad was pretty messed up around there, so just for grins, I touch it again, see what happens. If I can that glob that I not 100%, but functional and a little okay. I gotta come through and touch all these anyways, so okay, go and wrap it. Just feed it down through the hole just to tie it in. That solder pad feeds through the board and then is pad on the other side as well. So you can get it fed properly. You should be able to make sure and have perfect action between there. Flux helps carry the. Try not to use so much flux, but I mean, flux is your friend. Customers ask me all the time, they come and try to do stuff on their own and they don't, oh, I can't solder, I can't solder. So, well, it's on you right now. Get some flux, soldering will get much better. Especially on very difficult things. Better? Much more happier with that. That's more what this type of repair should look like. My humble, unprofessional opinion, maybe? Professional? I don't know. I guess I'd say it's professional. Not perfect, but yet again, only so much you can do. Most of these boards have been worked on over the years, numerous times, and by numerous people, so That mixed with the years of corrosion and damage and things, and then you just do the best you can. There we go. Now, I think these boards are probably, if I had to guess, pushing 25 or 30 years old, maybe. Sure, exactly what years these were manufactured. Just for grins. No, I just went to that work to get that in there. I'm gonna let it slide out. Thought I saw a date on some of these. Pretty sure, yeah, here's a date that's a little gooped up. I'm pretty sure it's late 90s. Oh. 93. Okay. Yeah. I thought. So, that being said, they actually look pretty good for the environment they're in and the amount of time they've been in use, the number of times they've likely, some of them have had repairs. Can't complain about that. Me to know what your view is. Ah, there it is. Okay. Scope cam is different, like I said, than what my view is, unfortunately. It's hard for me to know what's on screen and what's not, so I'm going to get that to where you can see what I'm doing in the microscope. You better. See the solder drop down through? No, it's we've got a good joint at that point. When you question, you can always check the other side and see what kind of flow you had. Not obviously that. There, that's the pin there. Good. Pin right there. Let's see. a good flow through. See? No problems. So we can tell from this side when it flows and see if I missed any. There was another one. Not another one, there's another 4. Okay. Out of here, look at all those. Good night. Okay. On trucking. I did this the other day. Let's see. How I like to do it normally is. No. Okay. Next. The frustrating thing about this is there is a chance this IC that's off the donor board is not even good. Chance. So, and if I have to desolder this chip again, all of these solder pads will just come straight off. So that's part of the risk. Pain. Total pain. Total pain. But that is the nature of this kind of work. Goofy here. I don't know what's going on with this pin. This set of tweezers has been through the mill. Them for all sorts of shenanigans. And broke the tip on them. Yet I just can't bring myself to get rid of them. Somehow, somehow they're like one of the first pairs I always pick up. They work for this. They're not total trash, so. this is gonna be and not cooperating. See it. See it there. Let's just go ahead with it. See what happens. Alright, here we go. Pad is still there and it's kind of actually causing me a little bit of a headache. Right, kind of dirtying up the look here. What's going on? That is right there. Let's see if we can pull that. Yeah, there we go. Just get that out of the way. Not helpful. Another thing about this too is any questions I have when I check the other side, just to make sure that everything I can solder from the other side as well. On all these pads, the traces are actually on the other side of the board. So. Okay. Keep on trucking. Okay. Be time to get the dispenser for the flux. I've actually been refilling it, which is maybe smart, but I'm refilling it with is a little bit chunky. It's not as smooth. It's cheaper to buy it that way, so I went ahead and did that. Not really that cheap. I don't know. I don't feel like spending the money on stuff I don't have to. Sometimes, though, look back to the old adage, time is money. It does take you a lot more time. It might be worth just spending the money. All right. Okay. Try to clean this side up, then I'll check the check it all over real good. We're good, then see what else is wrong with this. What did I do with that brush now?
I start my day
No.
in silence.
What is music? Oh my goodness. No. Starts her day in silence. She should stay silent with that music. Good night. Not beautiful, but functional maybe. Check this side. We have to touch it up on this side probably. So make sure that none of my leads that came through, I'm gonna we're not making any connections here. We're not supposed to be making. There's one I want to fix up. So there's been some heat around this. Prior. It's heat along here. On this plastic here. Okay, it's not bad shape. I can replace if I need to, but I don't think I need to. We'll see. Okay, tie that in there. Clean this side and then test. Try to get all the flux off here. Use a little compressed air on it before we much further here. We'll use some compressed air. All right, see what we got. So let's on this unit. Let's see what other issues we have. Interesting. How will communicate? Okay. Two ends here, let's try different. See with the programming on it. I think that's what the issue is here. Don't think, but Stranger Things, so. Yeah, it's not trying to communicate. All right, that. Look. Communication channels here. Let's see what's going on. Not missing something. Checking traces here and see what we're missing. Wait a minute. What do we have? Ah, here we go. Missing trace. Okay. Nice. Here. Let's see that trace. Got it. Okay. That's definitely a problem. Let's trace. That's likely something I did. Pulled that off, I'm assuming. I don't know. There was someone that cleaned this and scrubbed it, so maybe. But it was not communicating previously, according to my documentation, so. Cleaning it may have just removed the evidence of what was here before, so. I'll take it. I will take it. Work. Play right. And beautiful. And hopefully this is the only issue. Doubtful, but hopefully. Almost always, like I said, almost always traces. Common commenting. All right, come on, come on. Yeah, there we go. All right, doesn't mean everything's working, but at least we got comms back. All of our digital outputs, which is good. Could share that screen. However, we don't have any outputs on 06 or 07. I think is when I saw when I first tested this also. Let's see. It's just to be certain, to make sure. 4 seems to be goofy with input 4. And all the others seem fine. And we don't have outputs on 6 and 7. Yeah, that should be, yeah, be at 100%. So that's definitely an issue. .8 here, so that should be good. Drew up a little schematic here that's got good voltages from a good known good. Let's see what we got. No, this is going to be wrong. Seriously, replace this chip. So I know it's not. Ooh, that nothing out there. I think I don't have input. Oops. Interesting. Okay. .9. Should have. In here. Don't. 4.9 here. I got 5 volts there. Should have an input at 1.7. I don't. 0.9. Strange. What's that? Good. Voltage there. Here I have 12 volts. I don't. So 1.7 here. Don't. I have copper 5 volts here. Yep. Nothing here. Those pull-up resistors are good. Replace those. The other ones were extremely cracked and corroded. You know what? I think I'm gonna, for now, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna go grab something to eat, and we'll come back at this in a little bit. I am so hungry. Guess I can pull this off of. Let's see. Got Got this one fixed, so that's good. At least one down. Let's, I'll tell you what, before I go eat, let's solder mask this, throw it back under UV. That way when I come back, it will be good to go. This is one that crazy amount of corrosion on it previously. Repaired it, was in service for, I don't know, maybe a year. And came back when one of the ICs was blown in it, so. Came back in on a warranty repair, so we're gonna do that. Did that, I guess it's done now, but. But again, as I said, I do not want these coming back just because they got corrosion on, you know, stuff that I could prevent. If I could prevent it, why not? All these traces, just UV mask that's on them, you know, giving up the ghost after all these years, and they much as I love my customers and love the business, I would rather avoid stuff coming back unnecessarily. And I figure if I take care of my customers, they'll come to me for other things. This customer in particular come back for some other stuff that we potentially could have just bought new. Would have cost them more than me repairing it, but at the same time, it probably would have been a little quicker for them just to go and buy new on some things. And I think money is really a huge issue for them, so. But they knew I would look out for them. They knew that I would do my best to get it back to them better than the manufacturer had got it to them. So it's the goal. It doesn't always happen, but it's the goal. Sometimes you have to do a repair and it's just as good as you can get it, you know. But I'm always up front with the customer. Just let them know just directly. Here's why I did what I did. Most of the time in advance. Most of the time I want to let them know in advance. I want to do something that I feel like is going to be a little dodgy. But for the most part, avoid that. I'm gonna just, a couple of these spots just look thin. They look, there is solder mask there, but they just look thin. So exercise additional caution there. All right. Going back under UV. The other side, and eat something I can come back and take next steps on that board. All right, shall return.